Counseling for behavioral change. Eating is a motivated behavior that is influenced by multiple cognitive, economic, and environmental variables. Changing eating behavior is particularly difficult because humans are complex and their behaviors are often difficult to understand and analyze. Behavior change is the process of helping clients develop and maintain behaviors that promote health and prevent illnesses. Counselors target learned behaviors that are shaped by experience and repeated exposure to certain environmental factors. People must be motivated to change themselves and their negative habits. You cannot do this for them. They also must be engaged in their own change process and at their own pace. At best, we can partner with them by being a coach and cheering them along the way. Behavior change process. Behavior modification theories are often used in the treatment of dietary-related problems such as obesity, eating disorders, heart disease, and diabetes. When using theory to understand, explain, or change a behavior, it is important to remember that each client and each behavior is influenced by his or her demographic characteristics, personality, social support, health status, and other complex variables. There is no single counseling theory that ensures success in changing food choices and eating behaviors, but nutrition counselors need to be proficient in using a number of approaches and strategies. Behavior change is a process with steps forward and backward, and health professionals aim to support their clients' desire to change wherever he or she may be on the change continuum. Self-efficacy. Self-efficacy refers to the individual's belief that he or she is capable of and will be successful in making the behavior change. Individuals with a high degree of self-efficacy are more likely to be successful. The trans-theoretical model. The trans-theoretical model, also known as the stages of change theory, provides a framework for understanding an individual's readiness to change or adopt a health behavior. Change is not viewed as a single event. Clients go through 6 distinct stages and go back and forth between stages. So let's look at the stages of change. Pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, maintenance, and termination. Recognizing the stage of readiness is essential because there are appropriate strategies to use in one stage that are counterproductive in another. Pre-contemplation. No serious thought is given to changing the behavior within the next 6 months. Clients in this stage can be separated into 2 types: believers and non-believers. Non-believers, I won't change. These are, for example, the obese clients that tell you that their parents ate any and everything and lived until 90 years old. Or they tell you that diabetes run in the family, or that they are just big people. Telling these people what they are doing something wrong doesn't produce any kind of change. Telling these people that they are doing something wrong doesn't produce any kind of change. So resist the urge to tell them what to do, as they will feel judged and resist you even more. Telling these people that they are doing something wrong doesn't produce any kind of change. So resist the urge to tell them what to do, as they will feel judged and resist you even more. You need to accept them as they are and show that you respect their decision. So, a lot of time the non-believers may be sent to you because of their work is preventing them from moving on because their health issues must be addressed and the insurance company may be paying for it, or their spouse has nagged them into coming. So the question is why they're even seeing us, right? So allow them to vent. Tell them that when they decide to do something about their health, you will be happy to help them. And tell them that so allow the client to vent and tell them that when they decide to do something about their health, you will be happy to help. Sometimes these may actually be some family members or close friends that you are trying to help, but you need to back away because they are not ready. And so we also have the believers. They say, I can't change. Not that I won't, but I can't. I believe that I must change, but I don't have the self-efficacy. I can't. These people are also not thinking of changing, but may believe that it's a good idea. They're too bogged down or overwhelmed to even conceive of being able to change. They also have a long list of reasons as to why they can't lose weight. They've tried every diet in existence and have not had any long-term success. The role of the health professional is to get them beyond emotional issues and bring some rationality to the problem. Because in order for change to take place, these people must have a strong positive attitude, note their barriers to success, make a decision to overcome their barriers. And oftentimes these people are fixated on their barriers and just have very low self-efficacy. There are three types of barriers. Barriers that are real and that will take, some time to go away. Barriers that are just plain excuses. And barriers that they can overcome with strong motivation and a good support system. The contemplation phase. I may. Individuals are aware of their need to change the behavior and have decided to make those changes within the next 6 months. They are aware of the need to change, but are still contemplating the cons or the barriers associated with attempting to make the change. They just have not found a good enough reason to change. And many people arrive at this stage because of a health scare, or if a family or friend is diagnosed with a problem. If they do not make an effort to change the behavior within the next 6 months, this really is procrastination. So, to move the client from the pre-contemplation stage for the contemplation stage, the counsel needs to emphasize the positive aspects of the behavior rather than the negative ones. So, help them understand all of the benefits. The preparation stage. I'm ready and I will. Individuals at this stage have decided to make a behavior change within the next 30 days. They're eager for change and are receptive to counseling. These individuals need help in developing realistic goals and a plan of attack. Many have already gathered information on how to change the behavior, or may have consulted others who have been successful in making those changes. So, preparation. Do they have a strong positive motivation? Do they know the major barriers that they're up against? And have they identified potential strategies for these barriers? On a scale from 1 to 10, how confident are they that they can achieve their goals? And you need to ask them that question directly. If the response is 7 or less, they are in danger of not meeting their goal, and your work will be even harder. So be honest with the client. Say something like, "I'm concerned that you may not be successful. What can we do to make you more confident?" Or, "Do we need to scrap this goal and find one that is more realistic?" The action phase, I am. Individuals in this stage have actively worked at changing the behaviors in the last 6 months. Some may be doing well and have a level of success, and some may be experiencing difficulty in maintaining the change. So, your job is to check in on them often. How are they doing? Do goals need to be readjusted? Have they relapsed? And what barriers are still a problem? See, they can overcome 9 barriers, but that 10th barrier could be so big and so stubborn that it prevents them from really achieving their goals. The maintenance stage, I still am. This is the last phase of change. Individuals at this stage have maintained the behavior 4 to 6 months, and relapse is less likely to occur. And the new desirable behavior is automatic. They are off to the gym. They have stopped eating late at night. They are working their program. The individual feels confident in their ability to maintain the behavior and can deal successfully with minor relapse.